At the other end of the price spectrum there is Google, which is going after Yahoo's share of the display ad market online. The launch of this new online marketplace called DoubleClick Ad Exchange. Will Google take a bite out of Yahoo's business? Joining us with his view of that, Steve Weinstein, who's senior research analyst at Pacific Crest Securities. Steve, good to see you.
Thank you.
There had to be a reason that Google bought DoubleClick after all, huh?
Well, I think there are a lot of reasons why Google bought DoubleClick. This is just one of many things they're going to be able to do with DoubleClick and the technologies that they had there.
But Eric Schmidt says this is the great growth opportunity for them now that their niche of the market in online advertising has slowed down, right? Do you agree with him?
I think the ad exchange is an interesting opportunity. There have been a lot of exchanges out there, and they're definitely gaining momentum in the market. I think they're still relatively small.
You sound skeptical that this is going to be able to topple Yahoo.
I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. I think Yahoo owns Right Media, which was one of the first real successful marketplaces. Since Yahoo bought it, it's only become more successful. And one of the keys to really driving Right Media up to that next level was bringing the Yahoo inventory into the marketplace. Google has a lot of network partners, but they don't really have their own inventory to bring in, a large volume of high-quality inventory. So I think Google has more work to do to make their marketplace successful, where Yahoo, I think, had some actual advantages in building that and getting it to some scale.
Can you explain really simply the user experience when it comes to an ad exchange? So I'm a client out there. I want to have a display ad on Google or on Yahoo. What am I going to do?
Well, what this does, it allows like an ad agency or an advertiser to go into the exchange and take a look at what type of inventory is out there and available to them. And they can go bid on that inventory and say, I'm willing to pay X amount for this inventory. If you're the high bidder, you get it and you can run your ads on it. And that's helping improve the monetization of kind of that second tier class of inventory, a lot of which would normally end up in just a general ad network and bundled into a broader buy. As far as like premium inventory, like a Yahoo homepage or a Yahoo movie section, that's generally still done on a direct sale and not really being put into the exchange.
So how do you rate the stocks? I mean, if you had to make a choice between Google and Yahoo, which you have an outperform, I believe, on both, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
And why is that? What is it that makes those two compelling with an outperform? We don't see too much of that these days.
Yeah, I think there are different reasons for each stock. I think with Yahoo, a lot of it comes down to just the valuation. I think if you look to some of the parts and you take a look at their investments in Yahoo Japan, Alibaba, both the public and the private pieces, and then their cash balance, you see the operations are basically valued at nothing. So, I think when you combine that valuation...
There's no place else to go but up, in other words?
Well, the value of those assets can always decline. But I think there's probably going to be improvement in the display side of the market as we go into next year, and Yahoo's certainly going to benefit from that. So I think Yahoo looks good in that regard. Google is obviously the juggernaut in the space, and however the internet is shaping up to grow next year, whatever it looks like, all those trends are obviously favoring to Google, and Google's likely to do better than everyone else. So that's why you'd want to own Google.
Steve Weinstein, thanks for joining us. Have a good weekend.